My car hasn't driven in how long? At least, I would say at most a few weeks. It's been down and out with me obviously taking off the wrap and getting the new tires on, and then today obviously I had to cut everything out of the way, and it actually did rub a little bit. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today has been a long and awaited video, especially for me. Today's video is going to be me perfecting my fitment, or at least the best that I can, so I can finally get some high quality photos for Instagram and also be able to actually drive my car. So we're gonna go over the problems that I was having up front, specifically up front, because my rear fitment is literally perfect. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll pop up a picture over here. It's so dialed in. It looks freaking awesome. So I'm super stoked on that, running with the 295 Toyos with the 18x10.5 zero offset, just to answer some questions. So up front, I was having some issues, and I'd like to give a shout out to all of the GD boys. If you guys are watching this video, I appreciate you. We're all like in a group chat, and they helped me out with some tips with running the super meaty setup, and I'll share a little bit of the information for what I had to do to actually make these things fit. And a lot of people were wondering like how I was getting like such good fitment on like my previous Instagram post on my story, because I was kind of adjusting things off camera, not on YouTube. So I'll share some secrets with you guys to perfect my meaty fitment and finally get this thing out of the driveway and drive it. So I'm super stoked on it. I think it's gonna be a very informational and good video for you. Let's go ahead, check out some stuff that I got, and then I'll show you what we have to do to perfect my fitment. Now I'm going to actually have to be cutting some of my bumper and also shaving my flare today. So that's why we got these guys here. We got that, so I don't freaking die from like fiberglass and whatnot. I got some new fender trim. I got some Dremel pieces here, some to shave the flare, some to actually cut the front bumper. We got my Dremel out as well. I am ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead, start off by showing you what I got so far and how I'm actually gonna get these guys to fit, and then we'll get to cutting, shaving, and perfecting the fitment. So quick little look at just like my ride height here. You can see it's pretty much perfect over and out in the rear, and then the front as well. You can see it's pretty dialed in. I got to get a little bit more camber, but pretty much what I had to do was add a little spacer up front. This is not what it's going to look like when it's all done, but this is only for testing purposes. I just threw a little spacer in there to kind of make the flare pop out a little bit. And what I'm going to be doing today is actually shaving this. I'll pop up a picture of the boy Crispy's car. He shaved his flare. He told me this little chin part, that's what he did to make his fitment fit. And I honestly kind of like the look of kind of getting rid of that and kind of shaving around the tire to make it a perfect fit when I actually air out. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be going in, shaving this guy, seeing if I can air out and let it sit perfectly on the tire. Also, the other thing I have to do is you can kind of see right on this corner here, I'm actually going to be getting rid of this part of my bumper. I'm going to be shaving this guy away, because right when I turn my wheel, I'm actually hitting right here, and I'm also hitting a little bit on the side skirt down there when I try to go full lock. So we're going to do some adjusting, we're going to do some trimming, and we're going to make these guys fit and make it as perfect as I can. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead, I took the bumper off, and now we're going to go ahead, lift it up, and just get the front wheels off the ground, go lock to lock, see where I'm hitting, and do some shaving to make this thing fit. All right, we got a problem right over here. We got to solve this problem number one, and you can see I'm actually hitting my fender here. I didn't cut enough originally. Obviously I didn't need it because I was running a less aggressive setup. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of Sharpie a line, making sure that I get this guy down here specifically cut out. I'm going to get some sufficient space, cut this guy out. Obviously it's going to be covered by the flare because that's where it bolts up, so I don't really care about any of this metal here. It's going to get cut out right now, and we should be pretty good. Got the other flare off, seeing where it's kind of hitting over here as well. That's a perfect example. I'm going to leave you guys right here, and I'll turn the wheel so you can see what my issue is. Right in this area, you can hear it rubbing. So we're going to go ahead, cut all this out and down, obviously leaving the bolt there so we can bolt this guy up, and we might need to shave a little bit down there, but it's definitely a tight fit. We're gonna make it work. So the other part that I need to cut is actually right here, this little corner piece here, and I'm gonna be shaving the bumper and the inside. So I do have clearance here,
which I might need to shave down a little bit. And I'm actually going to cover it up by this piece that I've never put on that's offered to you by Carlton. So it's a piece that covers this area. Let me see if I can. It's right around there and goes like that. So that is what we'll be working with. I think I'm going to actually utilize this piece. So I might need to shave it a little bit to make it fit. But what happens is it gives me that space up top, even though I'm cutting it away. So it spaces it out from the tire, and I can actually just cut that out. So I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm gonna get rid of this bumper eventually, so I don't really care. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and send it, and possibly utilize this piece as well to make everything kind of fit. But I'm gonna kind of mark where I wanna cut this out, and I'm obviously gonna leave this, so I might just follow the line, cut this out, see if it gives me some good space. All right, so I started getting real wild off camera and trying to fit these front flare pieces. And what I actually had to do to make them fit perfectly is I went a little far. I started actually shaving my lip right there, and I'll show you exactly why. Let's see. So the flare, when it was going in, it was too high because it was hitting the lip, and I still wanted to remain running the lip. So what I did, you could see it doesn't line up with the bumper, and it was like just a bit too high. So now I'm gonna be able to tuck in my flare into the lip. You know what I mean? OEM Plus right there. And now it fits like perfect. Obviously when I line everything up, you could see lines up with the bumper way better, and it fits right into the lip right there. So I'll put a little liner down there, so obviously you won't see anything, but now it fits a lot better. Just make everything fit OEM Plus. And you can see I cut obviously in there where it was hitting just the corner of the bumper. So we're looking pretty good to go. Gonna keep it going. All right, it is about to get wild right now. We're getting ready to cut this guy. I got everything laid out. I had to run to Mike's house to get this guy. Shout out Mike. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut this last little piece that I need cut to make these things freaking fit. Let's go. Yeah, just turn it the other way. Now turn it the other way. We got a little clearance now. Sheesh, barely. All right, that's good. All right, what are we thinking?
Thick.
Thick. Hey, how many C's? At least 4. 4, at least 4. All right, so hey, let them know, let them know. So pretty much we went in right now. I used my new fender liner. Obviously I cut a bunch of it out. I didn't even put on my front bumper piece yet, but I'll show you that when we go to the area to shoot. But I cut out a lot so I can actually turn and drive the car. So we're gonna drive down to one of our favorite areas to shoot. But just to show you my fitment, I'll show it better obviously when we go to the shoot location, but it's looking pretty good. It's tucking pretty well. I'm actually pretty stoked on it right now. It's better than it was. Now I just need to dial in the camber up front, and it should be looking pretty good. So we'll see you at the shoot location. Woo! My car hasn't driven in how long? At least, I would say at most a few weeks. It's been down and out with me obviously taking off the wrap and getting the new tires on, and then today obviously I had to cut everything out of the way, and it actually did rub a little bit full lock when I was coming out of my driveway, unfortunately. So I do need to cut a bit more, and also I'll tell you once we get there, I need to get STI 07 STI lower control arms in the front because it changes the caster, and I could bring up some photos too to show you what that does. So we're almost to our spot, and then we'll see you guys when we get there. Shoo-hoo! So while we're out here taking some photos, obviously is to see the new setup, see what it looks like so far. Obviously still needs some adjusting, but also putting on and representing SubiFlow. SubiFlow sponsored this video, so huge shout out to them for anything on their site, subiflow.com, like this shirt that I'm wearing right now, and obviously you can get like SubiFlow banners and stuff like that. You can use my code AVBUILT to get 10% off. Steve and I are gonna get some freaking bangers right now, and honestly, hey, it's not bad. It's not bad. Steven's really tired.
I'm not tired.
So
you're stressed out, it's stressing me out.
I'm not stressed out. Okay, I am stressed out, but it's fine. We're gonna go ahead and take this guy off, get some banger rangers, and then I'll show you the setup, what it looks like.
Oh, not so bad. Yes, my car's dirty. I know everyone's already freaking commenting on it, but it doesn't look bad. Full send it. Steven's gonna go put some work in. So just to end off the video, do a quick little walk around about what we did and or what I did today, and just kind of making things fit that much better. The fitment is not perfect like I was hoping. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I do need a bit more camber, and I am actually going to be shaving a bit of this chin part of the flare. Obviously I didn't get to that tonight because I wanted to shoot for Subi Flow over here and get the banner done and get some photos out. So I'm still happy with how it is. Obviously I need to do a bit more trimming. Like I said, when I hit full lock, I was actually rubbing a bit there, and I did get the fender liner right there, but I didn't put the fender liner in the back, and obviously the door piece needs to go on, stuff like that. And then my bumper is in fact still gray. So we got the shots that we wanted to get in, so I'm pretty stoked on it. Definitely made some really good progress that I've been wanting to make. I also did like a fresh oil change a couple days ago, so I'm just trying to get the car ready to go, and I'm pretty stoked with how it came out. Again, I am gonna put probably those front pieces as well. Like I cut that front lip, and I'm actually gonna be tucking the front piece into the lip and making it fit perfect. So this video is kind of just me going one step at a time and making it as good as I can. So probably the next one will be it perfect, quote unquote. There's a couple things that I have going for this car, so I'm pretty stoked on it. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a bit all over the place, I guess you could say, but I'm happy that I finally got my first drive in, and you know, it was decent. Nothing broke yet. Hopefully we make it home safe and we got some good shots in. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace out.